Alright, Cam Pipes, 3 Inches of Blood is coming back to Halifax, Nova Scotia soon on this tour. When is the tour beginning?
We leave on Sunday and start making our way to the first show in Banff, Alberta. Kick it off on May 2nd. So Election Day is the start of our tour.
Is that a good sign?
Well, we'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting way to start it off.
How many Canadian tours you guys did up to now, let's just say?
Well, over the years, quite a few. I mean, we've tried to... I think we've probably averaged about one, full Canadian tour a year, since we've been active. Trying to cover as much ground as possible, I mean, there's still places we haven't been or that we don't go to as often, we certainly haven't hit, Halifax on every Canadian tour we've done. It wasn't until, I guess 2006 was actually the first time we ever played Halifax. So, but, we've tried to, be pretty regular about coming back, since then, and it was a few years in between '06 and I guess '09.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's about a 3-year gap from, visiting there. But, we've gone back a couple times since, and it's been great. So now we're going to come back and do 2 shows.
And also, what do you think of the crowds, in this day? Is it getting better as it goes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of us were really surprised after that 3-year gap, coming back and, expecting to go into a bit of a smaller venue. But then found out, ticket sales were good, and we went into a bigger room, so, people hadn't forgotten.
How about the touring economy nowadays? Can you guys bring as much equipment as you guys used to do?
Well, we bring about the same. We've upgraded a little bit, bringing a few more cabs with us, and we roll with pretty much the same kind of rig that we've gone for the past several years, travel-wise. But it is tough. Gas prices are a lot higher. But we just make it work as best we can.
Let's say also, since last time I talked to you, you guys got a Silent Killer music video now. Is this still being promoted like your single?
Well, now we're focusing more on the EP that's coming out towards just in the first week of the tour. I'll have a 7-inch vinyl and digital download available. So we'll be out pushing that and playing the songs from it.
Now, this is not going to be released on CDs, just on vinyl?
Correct. Vinyl and download.
What would be the reason just, download and vinyl?
It didn't really make a lot of sense to, make a CD single, really, because, people aren't really doing that anymore. Seems like kind of a waste, with, CD sales across the board declining. And, vinyl just felt, we went into it wanting to make it a vinyl, and, they're adding it as a download as well, so it's just a little bonus.
And after this, are we going to see a full-length album of 3 Inches of Blood?
Yeah, we're going to be writing it pretty much all summer after the Canadian tour is done, and then see where that goes. Maybe record before the end of the year, but hopefully have something out early next year.
Were you guys planning on recording this next album?
Where?
Yeah, are you guys going to go to the same place?
We don't have any plans yet. We're going to want to get into the writing, quite a bit first before we make any decisions.
Now, when you're on tour in your, low down time, do you write songs on the road?
Not really. It's never really been a habit for us to do that kind of thing. It's kind of difficult to really sit down and writing is something we're better at when we've kind of got our own space rather than the distractions of a backstage area or what have you. Just a busy club, and there's not much. We're more focused on about having to play in the upcoming hours than working on new stuff. But riffs kind of get written in people's heads along the way. But as far as fleshing them out, we wait till we get back to our rehearsal space to do that.
And like that, do you have some sort of recording device? Let's say a good riff comes out.
Yeah, the guys usually carry around some little kind of pod of some kind, and if they got some good idea, then they'll kind of jot it down.
And then the next album might appear at the end of 2011 or early 2012.
Yeah, not this year. Hopefully early next year.
Well, May 13th we're gonna see you at the Paragon Theater, and then May 14th the Pavilion, a new venue I think for Trenches of Blood.
Yeah, never played it before, so should be interesting.
Well, Cam, it's been a real pleasure talking to you, and look forward to seeing you rip in Halifax again.
Cool. Thanks very much.